Matt, everybody's welcome on the football terrace. How comes you're here, though, brother? Just wanted to, you must be here to say something. I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued, Matty boy.
This game was probably one of the best of the season. It literally had everything in it. Like, it was end to end. The home team, I think that was Liverpool, played brilliantly, and I just wanted to appear on here and just applaud them, really, because that was just a beautiful game to watch. Like, that really was. Like, apart from the ref and the VAR, that game was brilliant to watch. Like, that goalkeeper for Newcastle, top draw, and I believe he's their backup keeper as well. Top draw.
Matt, I must say that didn't seem like it in the group chat.
No, the energy seemed real different.
Yeah, the energy.
I'm not as active in the group chat as I always used to be, but every time I come in there, Matt's always on a mad one. Do you know what I'm saying, bro? And what's you looking all young and fresh faced, sitting there with your glasses, and this is what it would look like if Harry Potter did gaming, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? This is what it feels like to me. Just looking at you. Before we get on to Newcastle, Mo Salah, gentlemen. Some Liverpool fans a few weeks ago were calling for him to be sold. A lot of rivals were telling you all that he was absolutely finished. But Roms, another masterclass from your greatest ever Premier League player today.
Go on,
you know what? You know what, right?
Terry knows what he's doing.
He knows exactly what he's doing. Put it like this: when our fan base has compared him to certain other players, Ram, they know my thoughts. I haven't really got in there. But listen, in terms of his output, it's undeniable. It is undeniable. I would actually go as far to say he is our greatest ever Premier League player. I know some people say Giles, the importance he was for us, but the numbers speak for itself, and you have to factor in the Premier League. I know it hurts for us that Gerald didn't win one, but he has won one. So therefore, in that debate, you now have to put him in the greatest Premier League player for us. But he's undeniable, and we will miss him. We will miss him. And yeah, it's the next month. It's going to be really interesting in the rest of our front line. But I have to give him his credit, man. He's a joke, and even now him becoming a facilitator. The outside of the book, he's kind of mastered that. That's his trademark thing now. He's been doing that for the past 2-3 seasons. But yeah, he is phenomenal. I just don't really like when he gets compared to certain other players. That's all. That's all who? I would say.
Like who?
I pray he wins.
For me, like your Hazard, your Neymar. For me, they're like real. They're real naturally gifted footballers. I can respect the output, the legacy and stuff. But when our family starts saying he's a better footballer. You can say career, I agree, but footballer.
Can I ask you a question? So if you could rewind time when you signed Mo Salah, but we could go back to there now, and you're the only one who knows we've gone back to that point. But you had the option to not sign Salah, and you could swap him out for Eden Hazard. Would you go if you could go back in time, knowing what we know? Would you sign Eden Hazard over Mo Salah?
No, I wouldn't. But that doesn't mean I think he's the better footballer. But I wouldn't.
But it does.
It doesn't.
But this is why it does. Because I understand what you're saying. As a technical footballer, Eden Hazard is better. But the fact that you wouldn't sign Eden Hazard over Mo Salah means in the reality of professional football, being part of an 11-man, 11 men on the pitch team, you wouldn't pick Eden Hazard over him. That's what a footballer is for me. Do you understand where I'm coming from? And I think that's a conversation that never happens. I get what you mean by technical footballer, but if you wouldn't sign Hazard over Mo Salah, you don't think he's a better professional football player. You can't. No, you just said it.
No. What it is I feel that Salah he's more effective within a game, and
exactly.
It doesn't mean he's the better foot for. That's what I'm trying to say. He's more effective.
But you're an eye test merchant. That's all.
I'm not fully a test merchant.
But first of all, then you need to define what you mean by better footballer, right? That's the starting point of that argument. In coaching terms, most people define there's 4 facets of being a footballer: technical, tactical, physical, and mental. Okay, let's give the technical aspect to Hazard, right? Even though Mo finishes better than him and all that kind of. Let's give that to him. Is he better physically than Salah? Is he better mentally than Salah? And is he? What was the other one? I can't remember what the other one was.
Mentally, I'd say it's quite even, because this is not another thing I'll give to the Neymar and Hazard.
He's been eating burgers for the last 3 years. That's part of being mental.
Cool.
But you know, you said a good thing there, Rack. I love what you said. It's about defining what you. And I never really thought about this too deeply until we're talking about it now. And I don't know why I never thought about this. I understand on a technical level what people consider to be a good footballer, but I consider the better footballers to be the more effective. And I don't care what it looks like. You know, if you have a goalie that looks brilliant, but you've got another goalie that looks worse, but he saves more shots, his distribution is better, you wouldn't pick the guy that looks technically better. You'd pick the guy that saves more. So for me, the efficiency matters more than the technical ability. Now, if you've got great technical ability and you've got great efficiency, then fair enough. I find it interesting. I get your point, and everyone's allowed favorite players, and there's how a player makes you feel. But I just can't believe you said Hazard's better, but you wouldn't sign him over Mo Salah. That to me, as a football person, don't make sense.
I hear what you're saying. But for me, yes, I can agree more effective, but I don't know. Maybe it's just down to preference. Maybe it is a step confusing. Maybe I'm an eye test merchant.
Rums, it's okay. It's okay. Listen, it's okay.
Some people get things wrong.
This feels like an intervention here, bro. We're going to sit down. We're going to take it.
It's okay.
It's an interview.
Okay.
I do get you lot's point. I've never disregarded other people's point, but I think it's just down to my preference. I love what you've done. It's not like I don't like the player. What G and Rap sometimes do that. You don't like him. It's not that. I just feel like when you compare, it's like automatically people think you don't like the player. It's not that at all. It's just
that's the way the world is now, isn't it? It's like, did you want a pepperoni pizza? No, I don't fancy that. Why'd you hate pepperoni?
Yeah, exactly.
It's all right.
Sorry, who would you sign?
Mo Salah every day of the week. For me, I respect how good Eden Hazard is, but I will go again. I judge players on 4 key pillars: technical ability, of course. If we're looking at attackers here, their outputs and the consistency of their output, and then you look at their longevity, and we know that Mo Salah is going to last longer than Eden Hazard, and then you look at the trophies that they've won and how important they've been. And Eden Hazard ticks a lot of them boxes, but overall, Mo Salah is going to score. I think Mo Salah is scored or assisted in around 87 to 90% of the games he played for Liverpool, where Eden Hazard at Chelsea, for instance, he was at around 55, 60%. Very efficient as well. But I'm going for somebody that's scoring and assisting in 20 to 25% more games, because that's probably going to help my team win more. And that's all I really care about. Does that make sense? You know, that's how I've always looked at football. Strangely, I thought that's how everyone did. And I grew up and I realized, no. Some people genuinely think like Adel Terrace is better than Marcus Rashford. I know Rashford stinks at the minute, but some people believe that because he does great tricks. But my respect for them is that's how you view football, and I'm going to leave it to you. Do you know what I mean? Some people think like the freestyle footballers are like the bomb. But there's a reason they're freestyle footballers and not playing pro football, but each to their own. I've got an interesting comment here. It says, Terry, where is the scary Liverpool title? Bro,
you actually tweeted it. You actually just tweeted it.
The title of this video is Liverpool are frightening. It's an interesting one here. Liverpool frightening. I used to pray for times like this. Yes, sir. I actually had someone just DM me saying, I'm so happy we got a scary title. It's weird that people think that about my videos, but thank you. It's very humbling for me. I'm just a mere mortal. Only thing finished about Salah is his hairline. Yeah, I did think that today a bit. Like I did. Yeah, he's keeping it long for a reason, isn't he?
It's long. He's clinging onto it, man. He's clinging onto it.
Mate, I thought you have a proper good transplant, bro. Ring me up, Mo. Record for Roma was insane, though. So still Salah.
Yeah, he was
Hazard Premier League trophies equals 2. Salah Premier League trophy equals 1. GA or trophies, I prefer trophies.
But to win a trophy, it's a team effort, and that's why I'd have Sanchez over Eden Hazard, because goal scoring wise, he had a better goal scoring season than Hazard.
I definitely take Hazard over Man United's Alexis Sanchez.
Okay, yeah.
Since joining Liverpool, Salah has missed 10 games, 7 wins, 2 draws. That's crazy.
Again, the physical point. That's the physical attribute, right? You need to be fit.
Yeah,
I agree. No, Rash, I agree with that point. 100%. There's no debate when it comes to the physical point.
Genuine question: is Ronaldinho no longer one of the greatest of all time anymore because he's only had 4 or 5 world class seasons? Is ridiculously good. It's
exactly.
What's happened? I'll be honest with you, Jimmy. It's a great question. He still is. Messi and Ronaldo have broken the barometer. That's the problem. What they did for 15 years or so apiece is alien.
Yeah.
They for me are above everybody else because of their longevity at that level. Even though at their peaks, Ronaldinho's, R9's players, Zidane's players like this at their peak, a lot of people say, their peak maybe were better than this guy or better than that guy. But the longevity element, Messi, by the way, is still the best. Yeah, it's but no, he still is. He's still in that category of one of the greatest of all time, in my opinion. Because Onana is better on the eye before you signed him. I just don't want to talk about Man United today, really, Sam. Best I can, bro. But I hear you.